Hey guys, and welcome back to the randomized K-On! Pokemon Team Series. Time for the most adorable and best emoto, Uwi-chan. Uwi's first Pokemon will be Seaking. That's not a shabby start. Seaking's a pretty decent water type to have. Not amazing, but not terrible, and a pretty potent threat if used well. It has respectable physical attack, so it'll make good use of that horn. For level up moves, there's some good attacks here, including Poison Jab and Mega Horn for countering grass types. For TMs, it's just like most pure water types. So while not the most stellar Pokemon to get, if Wands in the anime was anything to go by, it's still a Pokemon you should not take lightly. Uwi's second Pokemon will be Hepaodon. That's a strong Pokemon to get. While I myself haven't used a Hepaodon, mostly because I only have Platinum at the moment and haven't watched any battles in the anime that use one, I have seen in some playthroughs that it can be a tricky Pokemon to deal with. Its physical stats are phenomenal. It hits hard and can take physical hits pretty well. For level up moves, while getting the Elemental Fangs is really great coverage, the fact that it does not get a good stab move until level 40 is not ideal. For TMs, I guess it's okay for what it is. So a very strong addition. It won't outspeed much, but it will be a real obstacle if you're not prepared. Uwi's third Pokemon will be Tentacruel. And now we have the third appearance of Tentacruel. Not that that's a bad thing, it's still a good Pokemon. It has ridiculous special defense and really good speed, so electric and psychic attacks won't do as much unless they're super powerful. For level up moves, some good stab moves, plus toxic spikes which are really annoying to deal with, especially if you double up on them since that results in the effects of toxic. For TMs, it's not great, but Sludge Bomb is always a good move. So a bit of a veteran of this series. I have to wonder how many other generations it'll show up in. One can only guess. Uwi's fourth Pokemon will be Bibarel. Look at that, Uwi gets the poster child of HM mules. I imagine Bibarel is used more for HMs than actually as a team member. Its stats are very middling, with special attack being pretty bad. For level up moves, it's okay, although it would be nice if it got something better than Water Gun. But Superpower is a really strong move. For TMs, it gets a bit of coverage, but definitely less than some pure normal types. So not a terrible Pokemon to get. It might not be a powerhouse attacker, but it's certainly a really useful Pokemon. And if nothing else, it'll be really great for HM usage. Uwi's fifth Pokemon will be Rotom. That's certainly an interesting one. Rotom's ability to possess appliances and change its secondary typing would make for some creative battling, although I imagine most people remember it more for being the Pokédex in Gen 7. In its base form, its stats are not amazing except for special attack and speed, which are reasonable. In its appliance forms though, it does get a fairly substantial power-up, mostly in defenses and special attack. For level up moves, it gets some pretty good stab moves, and its special attack is good enough to make them hit pretty hard. For TMs, it's reasonable. So again, a very interesting Pokemon to get, and if nothing else, its ability to possess appliances means it could help Uwi around the house with chores. And Uwi's last Pokemon will be Lakazam. That is a phenomenal way to end this team. While Lakazam has received numerous nerfs since Gen 1, it's still a really powerful Pokemon to have and should not be counted out. Its special attack and speed are bonkers, so provided it's fast and strong enough, it will sweep through a lot. For level up moves, it's extremely one note, but it's still a really strong note. For TMs, it does have a nice bit of coverage, but still less than Gen 2 when it could use the previously special elemental punches. So while not the powerhouse it used to be, Lakazam is still a fine Pokemon to get and one of the all-stars of the Psychic type. And that's it for Uwi's Gen 4 team. I'd call this a pretty good team, although having half of it weak to electric is pretty concerning. But we already know that randomizers can do that. As always, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Feel free to come join me on Discord. Consider backing me on Patreon. And remember to stay chilled.